Congressman, thanks for joining us. And first, if I could, I want to get your thoughts on the president's remarks that we played coming into our segment.
You know, what's so interesting about what the president is saying and what Republicans are saying is it's the same thing we've been saying for months. There's nothing impeachable here. This is a witch hunt. But when you look at the other side, Democrats are changing their tune as this goes. At first, it was a quid pro quo, then it's bribery, then it's extortion. And what's interesting to me also, walking through the halls of Congress, is Republicans are saying the same thing publicly that we're saying privately. Our message is not changing. Democrats, on the other hand, publicly they're saying this is about the Constitution, this is about this is about doing what's right. Privately, they're saying, what's the polling show? How are we going to convince the American people? You shouldn't be having to convince the American people that impeaching the president is the right thing to do. They should follow the facts. And Democrats are realizing that the polling numbers are not supporting them. They're also battling Thanksgiving and Christmas. People just aren't in the mood for this at this time of the year.
So, Congressman, I'm sure people do want a break from politics around the holidays. But I do want to ask you, you said that although this may not, this inquiry so far may not have discovered anything that's impeachable, but has anything been uncovered that concerns you in terms of behavior by the President of the United States?
Why does that even matter? The question is, should the president be impeached for breaking the law? Me as a member of Congress, first of all, the answer to your question is no. Nothing concerns me. I think the president's doing a great job.
The only reason why it should matter is because you're part of Congress.
Back to that question. I'm part of Congress, but it's not my job to approve or disapprove. It's my job to make sure the Constitution is being followed and enforce the Constitution. That's what my oath was. And what we in Congress are doing right now should be making sure that laws are being followed and that the president is following those laws. The president absolutely is. What Democrats are talking about, what the media loves to harp on, is do you approve? Is what he said right? Should he have said that?
Well, I mean,
that's
listen,
not the question here. The question is breaking the law, which the president has not done.
Okay, so Democrats, as you know, are going to put the full court press on drumming up support for articles of impeachment. What defense are you and fellow Republican lawmakers planning?
Well, first of all, the onus, the pressure is on the Democrats. The Democrats have to make this case to the American people. The president is innocent until proven guilty. They have not come up with that smoking gun that they've been looking for. That's why they're so worried about the polls. Another huge issue for them is this is going from Adam Schiff's committee to Jerry Nadler's committee. Say what you want to say about Adam Schiff, but the criticism that you have not heard is that Adam Schiff is unable to properly run his committee. He is very competent. He knows what he's doing. I disagree with most of what he does, but at least he's competent. Move over to Jerry Nadler. His committee was run just all over the place this summer. There was no plan. He was saying things that Nancy Pelosi did not want him to say. So is that what you expect more of the same? I don't, actually. I expect this to go off the rails. I think Democrats are very worried about this going into Jerry Nadler's committee. I think there is concern that he's incompetent and he's unable to run the actual impeachment process. And I think Nancy Pelosi is talking to her lieutenants saying this isn't going to go well if it's managed by Jerry Nadler. I'm very concerned with how it ends. They don't have an end plan.
Congressman, moving forward, if a judge impels former White House counsel Don McGahn to testify before the House Judiciary Committee, or if not McGahn, are Republican lawmakers concerned about any potential witnesses who might make it difficult to defend the president to the end in this impeachment process?
We're not concerned because we know the facts. The facts are the president has done nothing wrong. There are people that criticize him. They don't like some of the things he says. For the last 4.5 years since he's been running for office, this president has been controversial. Whether you're for him or against him, the one thing that everyone can agree on is that he says things that are sometimes extreme and people don't like them. Some people love them. I personally think he's doing a great job and I love his message. But Republicans are not worried about what may or may not come out because we know what happened. And that is the president is doing a great job. He's enforcing the law. He's not broken any law. He hasn't committed any impeachable offense. And this is going to prove to be a win for Republicans in the next election cycle.
Congressman Gooden, we have to get to some breaking news, so I have to leave it there. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
And that breaking